Okay, good morning, students. Yesterday, we discussed the functional areas of operations and their business processes. I think you have been clearly understood what is an functional areas of operations and their business processes, business functions, isn't it? Okay, guys. Today, I would like to tell a small definition for IS. What is IS? What is IS? That is information system. IS means information system. What is mean by information system or define information system? An information system includes the computers, people, procedure and software that store, organize and deliver information. You got it? Okay, so what is an information system? An information system, that is IS, includes the computers, people, procedures and software that store, organize and deliver information. That is called information system. Okay, so this chapter we are going to illustrate the need for information sharing between functional areas and the effects on the business if this information is not integrated. Okay, so integrating the business is a very big advantage. Okay, if we don't have the integration between the business functions, then we should not carry our business successful. Okay, integration means, see here I said that there are four functional areas are there, isn't it? What are the four functional areas? Functional areas of operation. There are four functional areas we are having. What are the four functional areas? One is marketing and sales, say supply chain management, accounting and finance and human resources. So these are the four functional areas which we have in the functional areas of operation. Okay, so these are the very much important for each company, that we understood, isn't it? Okay, so if we don't have integration between these four functional areas, if we don't have an integration between these four functional areas, then we will not have a good business, we will not going to do a good business, or whatever the business we are doing, it will not be in a good process. Okay, so if you want to get success in our business, or if our business is going to be successful, okay, then we have to look to integrate the functional areas. Okay, that's why I'm telling here. So what is an integration or what is an information system? I said that this is a two more question, please note down. What is an information system? An information system includes the computers, people, procedures and softwares that store, organize and deliver information. Okay, so that is called information system. So these information system may integrate the functional areas for our successful business. If we not have the integration, what are the causes we are going to get? So that has been that is going to be discussed. Okay, so here in our first topic, I said that in this unit we are going to discuss the three topics. What are the three topics? One is functional area and business processes, and second one is functional area and business process of a small business. Okay, and finally functional area information systems. Okay, so these are the three topics we are going to discuss. So in that, the first topic now we are discussing. What are the first topic? Functional areas and business processes. So what is a functional area? What is a functional area and how the business functions can work according to this functional area has been discussed now. Okay, I think you are clearly understood. If you have any queries, please personally notify me. I will once again explain or once again clarify your doubts. Okay, so let it be. So the next topic, okay, functional areas and business process. So come to the next topic within the subtopic of this main topic, that is business processes. What is a business process? Okay, so recently managers have begun to think in terms of business process rather than business functions. Got it? Okay, recall that a business process is a collection of activities that takes one or more kinds of input and creates an output that is of value to the customer. The customer for a business process can be the traditional external customer. External customer. So what is the traditional external customer? That is the person who buys the finished product. That is called traditional external customer. Okay, the person who buys the finished product. Okay, or it may be an internal customer. Who is the internal customer? So external customer who buys the finished product. Okay, then who is an internal customer? Who is an internal customer? Such as a colleague in other department. Okay, so if we are having we are working in one department, our finished product is going to be buy within our frame in the other department. Okay, so he is called as internal customer. He is called as an internal customer. Okay, external customer, the person who buys the finished product, is an external customer. And who is an internal customer? Such as a colleague in other department. Okay, for example, what is sold through marketing and sales is linked to what is procured and produced by supply chain management. You understood? What is sold through marketing and sales? Marketing and sales is a functional area. Okay, what is sold through marketing and sales is linked to what is procured and produced by supply chain management. Okay, so I will explain this concept. Okay, just to imagine that this concept can be illustrated in such way. Just to imagine that we are having a sample business process related to the sale of a personal computer. Okay, so if you are selling selling a personal computer, then what is the process? Business process is related to this sales of a PC. Okay, if we try to sell a PC, then what is the business process related to it? Okay, so if we understood this example, then we can easily understand what is the integration between these marketing and sales and supply chain management, or how one functional area is going to be integrated with another functional area. Okay, so here just imagine that now I am explaining about a business process related to the sale of personal computer, related to the sale of a personal computer. Okay, so here what are the inputs we are going to give, and what are the outputs we are getting, and what is the process, and finally what is the output. Okay, so what are the input? Okay, if we are having the sale of personal computer, what is the input we are giving? For example, first we use the request to purchase computer. This is the input, isn't it? So we give request to purchase a computer. So where we are going to give the request to purchase of computer? So this request is going to be make to the functional area of marketing and sales. Okay, so we are approaching the functional area of marketing and sales, and marketing and sales will process our sales order, and finally the order is generated, the sales order is generated, isn't it? Okay, another type of input we may give. What is that input? Financial help for purchase. If we don't have sufficient finance. Okay, so nowadays also if we try to purchase mobile phones, we don't have sufficient finance, then what we will do? Okay, we'll get EMI, isn't it? So likewise, if we are going to purchase a personal computer, then we need a financial assistant. Okay, this is an input. Okay, so who can help for this input? Okay, for that, this is also we are having a functional area called accounting and finance. You got it? So accounting and finance will process this request. What is this request? Financial help for purchase. So this input is going to be processed by the functional area. Responsible for this input is accounting and finance. Okay, it will process and arranging finance in house. Okay, so the financial accounting may take care of this request. And the output, what kind of output we will get for arranging finance? Customers finance through the computer company. Customer finances through the computer company. Okay, so we need a loan, so we approach the financial department, and the financial department will process it, and it will generate a report as output from the computer company. Like that, computer finance through the computer customer gets finances from the computer company. Okay, so here if we need a computer, we first approach to the marketing and sales, and marketing and sales will process and will generate a sales order. And if we don't have finance, enough finance, then we will approach to the accounting and finance. The accounting and finance financial area will process and it will inform to the company, and the company will assist us for loan, that is customer finances through the computer company. Okay, so this is the output. Then if we need any technical support, okay, then whom we have to contact? We have to contact again marketing and sales. if we need technical support, we have to contact marketing and sales, and marketing and sales will give as for 24/7, that is 24 hours helpline available. Okay, 24/7 helpline will be given through marketing and sales. Then finally, what is the output will be generated? Customers technical query is resolved. Okay, so we will ask to the marketing and sales. Marketing and sales will link to the customer care. Customer care will assist, will solve our technical problem, and we will get the technical support. Okay, so likewise, if we give input, what kind of input? Fulfillment of order. What kind of how we should get fulfillment? Okay, the fulfillment of order. For that, whom is responsible? Supply chain management is the responsible functional area. Okay, so the supply chain management will take responsibility of this fulfilling the order, and it can ship the order and it will deliver to the customer. Then what is the output? Customer receives computer. Customer receives computer. Okay, so here our desire is to buy a computer. Our desire is to buy a personal computer. Then we make it as a business process. We make it as a business process. Already I told you that the technically what is business process. The business process means it take one input. It take one input and process it, and finally produce an output. It take one or more kind of input and process it, and finally we get the report. Do you right? Do you understand it? Okay, so like here we see we are having several kind of inputs, right? What are the inputs? Request to purchase computer, financial assistance, technical support, and fulfillment of order. For this we are having several kind of functional areas get involved. What are that? Marketing and sales, accounting and finance, supply chain management. Okay, so these kind of functional areas get involved to deliver our product to home, isn't it? So like this a business process is going to be function. Like this a business process is going to be function. So here I would like to clarify what is the business process and what is a business function. You got it? What is the sorry, okay, already I told you that what is a business process. It will take one or more kind of inputs. That is called business process. What is business function? It will take only one input. According to that it will work. That is business function. For that I will give the example and I will finish this session. Okay, so what is that? What is the difference between a business function and a business process from the customer's point of view? From the customer's point of view, suppose the customer's computer is damaged during shipment, because only one functional area is involved in accepting the damaged item. Receipt of the return is a business function. Receipt of a return is a business function and is handled by the customer relationship management function of marketing and sales. Got it? Okay, because several functional areas are involved in repair and return of the computer. The handling of the repair is a business process. Thus the customer is dealing with many of the company's functional area in his or her process of buying and obtaining a computer. You got it? Okay, so this is the way how we are getting a computer through a business process, and how the business process and business function will work. Okay, and within a business process how the business how the functional areas can collaborate, and how the business areas can deal with business process. Okay, so these things we discussed now. Okay, so by this definition, by this small discussion, I think you may understand what is an business process. Previously I explained what is an functional areas of operation. Now it is an business process, and in the last session also I have given a what is that, a table which shows functional areas of operation, and according to that what are the business functions. Okay, you clearly please go through that table, and you can easily understand what is the business process and functional areas of operation. From this I would like to complete one topic from the first unit, that is functional areas and business processes. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss the functional areas of a very small business. Okay, okay guys, today I think this is enough. Tomorrow I will explain the second topic. Okay, if any query please let me know. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for your patience listening. Thank you once again.